Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts. It's Friday, guys. You know what that means? Of course it means we have a brand new episode of My Adventures of Superman to check out, and I cannot wait to check it out. Of course, at the ending of last week's episode, Dr. Ivo is there with who we're assuming, and they haven't exactly said it, but we're 99.9% sure that is General Lane, Lois's father, that's running this whole operation to stop Superman and all that kind of stuff. And the two major things that happened in last week's episode was, number one, Lois and Clark seem to be on better terms in terms of what happened at the end of episode 5, in terms of Lois actually confronting Clark about him being Superman, and they had a huge falling out. But then, of course, Jimmy was taken and everything. So it seems Lois and Clark are on a better path now because of now the secret's out. It's done, right? And and I think they understand both sides of where they were coming from. And the other thing is that Jimmy has known for so damn long that Clark is Superman, or at least that he has had powers, because he said day one, I knew because you broke the handle off the door and it was split in half or whatever. It was obvious. He pretty much figured it out right away, but he was waiting for, Clark to tell him. So he's known for quite some time. So this is pretty interesting stuff here. I'm really loving this show. I really am. I knew I was going to like this show, but I didn't think I was going to really love it. But I really love the tone and the direction they've been taking the show. I know there's that critique about the tech and everything, and there's a lot of villains based around tech and everything. I think it's very easily, tied into the fact that I think that tech is Kryptonian tech, and that's why it's very important to the narrative. I get the whole thing of they're making villains, they're altering their origin or how they're getting their powers because of the alien tech, which we're presuming is Kryptonian tech. I get that critique, but I think in terms of what they're setting up here and with General Lane and everything, and whatever he saw all that time ago, which I'm assuming is when Clark landed, there was a bunch of tech that fell with him on Earth. I think it's all going to tie in. We'll find out. Not sure in this episode, but we'll hopefully find out towards the end of the season, which is coming up pretty soon. Only 10 episodes. We'll see how they're going to wrap it all up. And of course, we have season 2, thankfully. So let's dive in, guys. Episode 7 of My Adventures of Superman. Let's go.
Here's the rest of me.
What? Oh my God! Really? Right away?
They project holograms and transport material.
Yes. Oh my God.
Clark Kent. Though sometimes I go by Superman.
Wow, that seems like a great name.
What planet or where? I
don't know.
have no idea.
Still trying to figure that out.
What can you do?
I'm still figuring that out. No robots and absolutely nothing to interrupt me.
Well,
when I ask you this.
Don't say that. Oh?
Lois Lane, will you go on a date with me?
Ooh.
I'll fly in to pick her up at 6:45.
Oh my God, he hasn't slept.
Bloom at exactly 7 o'clock, so we'll have 15 minutes and a map.
Seems like you're putting a lot of pressure on this.
Well, it has to be perfect.
Nope, she's locked it too.
Jimmy, great. I think I figured out
no.
the perfect gift for Clark.
Oh. What the hell? Target?
And done.
Uh-oh.
Superman, I'm Mr. Lixis Pitalik, an
What?
peacekeeper, and I need your help.
I'm not Superman.
I'm not
just,
Superman.
Commander Clark Kent, want to be a reporter
Oh,
with
boy.
superpowers.
This Earth, Earth 12, Earth 50, Earth 508, weird. That works.
How did you...
Oh my God!
She's been kidnapped by a gang of interdimensional criminals. These people,
Oh shit.
they're ruthless. You'll have to break through their security.
Whatever it takes to
Whatever it
save Lois.
takes.
I knew I could count on you.
I'm with her, yeah, because she was not captured.
Huh, no response.
Good.
Oh my God.
I'm Jimmy Olsen of Earth 12. You need to come with me.
Or 12?
Why?
I'm Lois Lane. That's Lois Lane, and that's Louis Lane.
Louis
We are
Lane?
The League of Lois Lanes. And your Clark Kent is in danger.
They're inside, and so is Lois. Quick! She doesn't have much time.
Come on, man. This is crazy.
The League of Lois Lanes.
The League of Lois Lanes. That's
They were
awesome.
founded by Lois Prime, the first Lois
Oh.
to discover the multiverse.
Ooh, which Lois are you?
My name's Jelena Olsen, and unfortunately,
Oh.
it seems I'm you.
Many
Oh.
Olsens are also part of the League.
Why do you need us for this Mr. Mixis Pitalik?
Because
Yeah.
your Clark is helping him.
Yeah, not realizing. Yeah.
Clark would never help a bad guy. I'll do what I do best, investigate. Ah!
Oh.
You have no idea what you're dealing with, do you?
Not now. Give us a moment, will you? Just not in there.
What's in there? Something's going on. Oh. Dr. Fate helmet. Oh, shit.
Where is Lois?
Cosmic rod? Flight ring?
They're freaking...
Here
Oh
we
my
go.
god.
But you're not the quickest guy from planet Krypton, are you?
What, Krypton? Is
Is
that
I was
where-
hearing about
Help me
it?
break this glass.
Oh, wow.
No! You are going to put that back, and I will turn you over to whatever authorities deal with you.
You are never going to be normal.
That's
I have
true,
seen
unfortunately.
countless yous, and it is your fate to always be different, but strong enough for one last trick.
Exactly.
No, no, no.
Oh.
Hey!
Wait, you're a flame bird? Out of all the Olsen
Really?
I've never met another
Oh
one.
my gosh.
What's the coolest thing you've seen?
It's time, bird leavers! And
Oh
with
my
Mesa,
gosh.
Hippos, telepathia. Comet.
Oh, should I break it to see what's in there?
Lois,
Okay.
Earth 52.
Oh, nice.
Award-winning reporter. Earth 24. Received key.
Superman File X.
What? What's file X?
Redacted? What does that mean?
Come on. What's in the file?
Just jumped to Earth 14
14.
after robbing Earth Prime Space and so.
Only thing that'll take down a Clark. What do you mean, take down?
Neutralize the Kryptonian.
I won't let you do this.
We know.
No. Oh. Fucked up. So technically both sides are bad.
He could be trouble.
It's him! Fire!
Exactly. Yeah.
The Clark is neutralized.
The
Now
Clark.
for you, criminal. What?
Gone.
Spread out!
Exactly. Oh.
Mixie lived
I figured.
happily ever.
Oh.
You've got exactly 10 seconds to turn this ship around.
You're not gonna try to stop me.
The other Loises are hiding something from
yes.
me about Superman. So, you're gonna take us to HQ, and I'm gonna find out what it is.
You're the fun one.
The fun Lois. Whoa. Okay. Oh yeah, exactly. That's awesome.
This place is beautiful. This is a file? How does it work?
But it's now time to take back what's mine.
The hat. Oh.
Now I'm gonna need to get you off my back.
I mean,
all of you.
okay. Oh shit.
I'm sorry I ruined our date.
Exactly.
No, Lois, this
it's
was my
fine.
fault. I wanted to give you a normal first date without any Superman weirdness, but you're the only Lois for me.
I'm annoying.
Aww.
You're dedicated. I love.
Fireworks. Nice. Shit. He's too powerful. Oh, that's cool.
For one last trick.
Ooh. Oh shit.
Self-destruct deactivated.
Well, that's good. And it's over.
It's over, Mixie. Let's just put this one in confinement and call it a day.
I think she still has the file. Yeah. Easily for a reason.
Lois.
Let's just kiss again.
Treat me to
Why not?
coffee, Smallville?
Yes. Smallville. Yeah, exactly. It still has the file.
How do you work?
Yeah, how do you open it? Oh. Oh my fucking god.
Is this some kind of trick?
Oh no, it's the
No. No, no.
truth.
That's
Just like
good.
not every Lois wins a Pulitzer.
Not every Superman is good.
Yep. This is bad. Man, this is not good. And there you guys have it. Holy crap, this episode was insane in terms of information, multiverse. There's a League of Lois Lanes and the cameo shit. Oh my god. And referencing other heroes. There's so many things in this episode. So many things. So first of all, I'm probably not going to be able to pronounce his name correctly, so I listened to it just now. Mr. Mxyzptlk. I know people always mispronounce that fucking name of this character, but I'll just say Mixie or whatever they said, or whatever. I'll just refer to him in other ways. I'll probably forget Mr. Mxyzptlk. See that fucking name. Interesting that this character is the one brought in to basically introduce the concept of the multiverse and the concept of the fact that, you know, leading our Lois to finding out that they're on the all throughout the multiverse, not every Superman is a good Superman. There was shots of at least 3 different Supermen that in this footage went evil. Now, throughout the episode, we had major things. I'm going to pull it up right now. I'm actually going to play some footage because there are some things here.
You to put on your suit and
I'm not showing it on screen, but I'm watching it, obviously. So,
I'm just mild-mannered Clark Kent, wannabe reporter with superpowers.
yeah, he already figures, yeah.
But Clark is Superman in almost every reality.
That's
This Earth, Earth 12.
yeah. So that's the original first look of Superman right there.
Earth 50.
Earth 50. It's a more I think, like, is that Super Friends Superman? I think, but then we get to the one. Then we get the Superman from the DCAU, of course, Batman in the Animated Series, Superman in the Animated Series, Justice League Unlimited. We get that Superman, and then is there another? There's a Crab Superman, which is weird. That was a nice little thing to kind of get us acclimated to the fact that this episode's gonna get really weird, because we also have a group of Lois Lanes who are part of a league. And it seems they're the only ones who are part of the league, but also versions of Jimmy Olsen can be there because there's Juliana, I think that's what her name was, Olsen, so it's a version of Jimmy. But we have Lois, and Lois Lane who are there, and they're, I guess, I don't know what Earths they specifically come from, because I don't think they actually address which versions of Earth, like what Earths they come from specifically, who are on this team. But the way that they're kind of responding to our Clark, who is helping Mixie, he's not actually helping him, that they are using kryptonite-based weapons to take him down. And he's never actually faced kryptonite. And now Lois has a piece of kryptonite. So as I'm scrolling through here, I'm not going to be addressing everything kind of in order, but Lois and Jimmy thought they were being brought on to their ship, you know, the League of Loises, to help out, and no, they're actually being brought in to track Superman down because they believe he's a threat, and they don't trust him, right? They do not trust him at all. So the Vault, this is where there's a lot of major like teases here of other heroes that are out there within the multiverse, not specifically saying that. I believe they said Earth 12 is the Earth that this show is on, but they're not saying that these heroes are going to be on our Earth from My Adventures Superman, but implying they are out there within the multiverse, which obviously it's clear because when you show DCAU Superman as like, he's like going through all the different Superman, like we were just saying, once he shows that Superman who's interacted with a ton of other characters and been in the Justice League and the Justice League Unlimited with all those characters and everything, all the villains, of course, but they may be hinting at these heroes, like their versions of them could pop up in the show. So one of the first things is that we have Dr. Fate's helmet. That's significant to me because Dr. Fate is a character that I feel like, first of all, is underused in DC outside of the comics. I feel like in the comics and too, he's not really, he should be more represented because he's a phenomenal character, Dr. Fate as a whole. So they show the helmet of Dr. Fate. I love it. I love the helmet. Let's continue here.
Where is Lois?
Metropolis, probably? How should I know?
He really drops the whole thing. So there's Stargirl, Starman's staff. Clear list, yeah. Now, a flight ring. Now, see, it's a gold ring here that he's looking at specifically. Yeah, it skipped past it. It goes by so fast. I'm trying to get the right spot, but Max is a pain in the ass to deal with. So it's a gold ring. He says flight ring specifically. It could be referring to the Legion ring. It could be referring to a Green Lantern ring. I'm assuming by seeing Stargirl, Starman's staff, that this could be, I mean, it's not necessarily saying Legion because JSA is pretty much what Stargirl's most known for, Starman as well. There's also some rope behind him. Could that be Wonder Woman's lasso? I just now noticed that. I'm not 100% sure. I doubt that they're referring to that as Wonder Woman's lasso, but it could be because it's rope hung on, like, wheeled around a couple times on a holder. So that could be referring to Wonder Woman's lasso. I don't know for sure. But we go on here, and of course they get to the main headquarters, and this is where we see these holograms of Lois's. And there's one that has an S on her chest, implying that this Lois Lane is probably a version of Superwoman on her Earth. And we also get to see the DCAU's Wonder Woman. DCAU's Lois Lane in the hologram neck, and she's next to the one that has the S on her chest with like a skirt, kind of like Supergirl, but I'm pretty sure they're implying this is a version of Superwoman, because there is, in the continuity of the multiverse, there is Lois Lanes that do become Superwoman, who get the powers of Superman and they become Superwoman. So here's what I think is interesting about, first of all, Mixie's design. It's definitely not what I expected in terms of Mr. Mxyzptlk, that name. But what they did do is they brought in the hat, right? They had the actual hat of the character, but when he puts the hat on in this iteration, it turns into a crown, and then he gets a third eye, and he becomes basically his full self. He actually becomes who he really is, the Chaos God. And then they tricked him, because he tricked Clark, and then Clark did a trick back where Lois actually reached through the portals, all these portals throughout the actual location of the headquarters, the hall, if you will, of the League of Lois's, like the actual, and pulls the hat off him. So that was pretty handy there. The ending, I think, is most interesting. First of all, Lois and Clark actually kiss, and they get to spend some time together, and this is where she gets to see, because she still has the file, she gets to see this evil Superman. So this first evil Superman, I want to show, and I'm not showing it obviously on screen here, so I do apologize, but I'm doing it for my visual aspect, just so I'm better understanding this. So this version of Superman is destroying cities, killing people. His suit is Superman, except there's no S on his chest, and he has gauntlets, like these metal gauntlets on his wrist. I'm not sure what that's referring to. I want to look at the other two that we see in the footage. So in this other one, we see him blowing cold breath, and it looks like it's like a white. See, the coloring is green, which is, of course, referring to the kryptonite that's within the file, the disc, the ball or whatever, holding the file. But I'm assuming this is a white upper suit, and it's connected to the S on his chest. I'm assuming it's white. I'm not 100% sure. But we see that this Superman clearly is a different Superman with the different outfits. And the final one, we don't get to see his suit, but he has a mark on his face. He clearly, like a mark on his eye going down. So I don't know. And then, of course, she ends up with kryptonite. So this is bad. Obviously, I don't think this is going. I mean, I'm hoping this doesn't completely sway Lois to believing that her version of Clark from her, the one that she's really falling for, is going to turn evil. But maybe, I don't know this for sure, maybe General Lane has been visited by somebody else who has given him the same kind of information that somehow Lois has now. I'm not 100% sure, because I'm not sure if he's somehow gotten access to the multiverse. I doubt that. But I'm wondering what specifically is causing him to think that we have to take Superman down. Maybe he has some sort of information that maybe is going to refer to the Superman will turn evil. Something will turn him evil. Maybe the tech will turn him evil. I have no clue what the thinking is behind that. But this is not good for Lois to have this kryptonite, because, this was the first time that Clark was actually shot by kryptonite, and you saw the effects, the green veins, and actually crystallizing on his skin a little bit as well, which was like a weird little touch, but it actually kind of works in a sense, because he's never been affected by it, and he got hit by multiple times with those kryptonite-based weapons. Who knows how strong they are with kryptonite? I'm assuming very powerful. So this is not good for this. But I really enjoyed the episode. I like the fact that they brought in the multiverse aspect. I mean, it could be seen as, okay, why they have to do this? Because the show has been kind of just more focused on Lois, Jimmy, and Clark. But I think it's an interesting kind of look at, he's new to being Superman. He's still trying to figure this out. But, the woman that is falling for him realizes quickly that these League of Lois's and Jimmy's as well, that apparently can be a part of the team or part of the League, are hiding something clearly, and she finds out that in the multiverse there is a chance that Superman goes evil. But what is the cause of that? right? Is there a particular event that causes it? Now, obviously, within Injustice, we know how he becomes evil Superman because of Lois's death and how Joker tricks Superman into thinking that, he's fighting Doomsday when actually he's fighting Lois and killing her. So, I think that's the exact way they did it in the story. But anyways, you get what I'm saying. So, are they implying that maybe if Lois was to die, or if something else also as tragic to Clark's life will cause him to turn this way, and and there's no going back? So maybe it's going to be a struggle to where maybe there's going to be something that happens to Clark where he's going to be put to the test to see is he really going to go evil, because the world can't stop him. Because if he does turn evil, with this implication of these 3 Superman that we see in this footage, they could not be stopped. So maybe that's why the League of Loises are in place, to try to stop evil versions of Superman and other potential threats like Mr. Mxyzptlk. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed my reaction. This was a pretty intense, crazy episode. I wasn't expecting multiverse for sure. I wasn't expecting the teases of Dr. Fate and Stargirl, Starman with the staff, potentially Wonder Woman's last, so I doubt it was, but who knows. The flight ring referring could be Legion. It probably could be really referring to Green Lantern. I don't know if this is definitely implying we're definitely going to get a bunch of heroes and the My Adventures of Superman, but it's possible that we might start opening this up to more potential heroes within our world. I don't think we're going to start diving into more multiverse all the time, but who knows, right? We have no idea what we're going to do. Because I'm assuming those Loises are going to try to find that Earth again at some point, potentially, or somebody else will. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. I'm curious to know what you guys thought about this episode. Let me know in the comments below, guys. I'm curious to know your thoughts. Talk to you guys soon. Peace out.